Hey everybody, and welcome to another video. So fall is officially upon us, and that can only mean one thing. It's art challenge season. So this week I thought I'd make a video kind of talking about different art challenges, how you can prepare for one, especially if it's your first one and you've never done one before, and offer up some tips and tricks to help you complete an art challenge. So let's get started and talk about different art challenges. The most well-known is probably Inktober, but there are others. You have Drawloween, Drawtober. I mean, just search art challenge online and you'll get hundreds and hundreds of results. So if you're someone looking to complete their first art challenge, it doesn't matter which one you pick. I would recommend just picking one and, more importantly, committing to it. You know, don't just pick an art challenge and not commit to it. The commitment is the most important part. A lot of people will start an art challenge and they'll quickly fall off after like a week or two. But the commitment is what gets you to build the consistency of drawing every day. And that's ultimately what's gonna make your art better. And that's where you're going to improve the most as an artist, is just by drawing every day. So pick an art challenge, make sure you can commit to it. And then as you get better, that's gonna build your confidence. And building your confidence, again, is just gonna allow you to take more risks in your artwork. You'll start drawing with like different perspectives, different materials and things like that. So again, it's all about the consistency, getting your confidence up. And then more importantly, when you get to the end of the art challenge, you have the satisfaction of knowing that you completed something that may have been pretty difficult for you. So art challenges are great to overcome all of those things and build those habits. So now let's talk about how you prepare for one. So it doesn't matter what art challenge you pick, whether it's Inktober, Drawloween, Drawtober, whatever, you're gonna need materials to work with. I would recommend, again, if you're a beginner, just sticking with the bare bones, simple things, just a sketchbook and a pen. It doesn't have to be a fountain pen or a fine liner. It can just be a ballpoint pen that you have lying around. You honestly don't even have to use a sketchbook. Any paper will do. If you have like computer paper, that's perfect. Just use that. Use whatever you have. Now, once you settle on your art challenge, the next thing to do in order to prepare for it is just figuring out how you can work it into your schedule. Is it something that you can do right in the morning when you wake up, or is it something that you want to do at the end of the day before you go to bed, or maybe something that you want to do during lunch? Whenever you have the time to do it, just schedule it in so that way it becomes part of your routine and you don't even have to think about it. You know that like, oh, it's 2 o'clock, it's time for me to work on my art challenge for today. And that's it. It just becomes part of your day, part of your schedule, and it's not something that you have to like figure out when you're gonna do it that day. The next thing I would do is I would take a look at the prompt list. Again, usually, doesn't matter what art challenge you choose, they'll usually release their prompt list ahead of time. So I would just take a look just to kind of get myself familiar with what I can expect for the month of October. And that'll just give you an idea of, it'll help you start brainstorming ideas of what you can do for those prompts. All right, so now you've got your art challenge picked out, you're prepared. Let's talk some tips and tricks to get you through your art challenge and, you know, make sure that you have fun and that you get the most out of it. So one thing that helped me out a lot, especially when I started, and I know as a beginner this can be pretty intimidating, you don't have to fill an entire page in your sketchbook with a complex drawing for whatever prompt it is that day. You can actually do what I'm going to do this year, and that is draw on a piece of paper that's a lot smaller. So I've actually gone ahead and taken a larger piece of watercolor paper and just cut them down into like these 3" by 2" pieces. And this is what I'm gonna be doing for my art challenge this year. And the reason I'm doing that this year, even though I've done art challenges before in the past, is because I wanna challenge myself to draw more simply. And drawing smaller helps me do that because I don't have as much space to work with. So I would highly recommend, if you're, again, just starting out and you're a beginner, draw smaller. It's gonna help you stay motivated. It's gonna help you finish the art challenges, especially as the days and weeks go by and the prompts start getting a little trickier, or whatever the case may be. It's going to help you stick to it. And this is also great if you're someone who doesn't have a lot of time to commit to each day for whatever art challenge. This is something that, I mean, you can knock out in like less than 10 minutes. So I would recommend drawing small, and it'll just help keep things a lot simpler, and it'll help you keep going. The next thing is, like I mentioned before, taking a look at the prompt list ahead of time and starting to brainstorm ideas for what you want to do for each prompt. You can kind of thumbnail some ideas, maybe write out some ideas that you have, and that'll just help you when the day comes for that prompt. You'll already have an idea of what you want to do, and so you can just get right to drawing instead of the day coming and you sit there for 10-15 minutes trying to figure out, oh, what am I going to draw today, and I'm not sure, and I don't know. So this eliminates all of that guesswork, and you can just get right to the drawing. And then finally, share it. Whatever you end up drawing that day, share it online. And I know that can be scary, again, especially if you're a beginner. But what I've found in my experience and in my art journey is that the art community is a very, very positive and friendly place. I, for the most part, always get positive feedback, and even some constructive feedback on things that I can do better and where I can improve, which is great. I welcome that because that's how you grow and that's how you learn and you become better. So I would highly recommend sharing it. Again, because as you get that positive feedback, it's only going to motivate you further to keep going and to finish the challenge and even go beyond the challenge. And it'll also keep you inspired because you'll see other people's work, you'll see what other people are doing, what other people are working with, and it'll give you ideas. Maybe, you start out with just pen and paper, but then maybe 2 weeks in, you see someone did something really cool with like watercolor, and then you want to work in some watercolor, whatever the case may be. So those 3 tips I think will definitely help you finish your art challenge, and you'll succeed in accomplishing your goal. So that's it. I think those are probably the top things that have helped me with art challenges, and I hope that you do an art challenge. I hope that it's super beneficial. I hope you have fun. Actually, leave a comment down below. Let me know what art challenge you're doing. Let me know if you're going to use any of the tips and tricks that I gave you, what you're going to do to prepare. Subscribe to the video, give me a thumbs up, and good luck. I hope you pick an art challenge, you have fun, you finish it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everybody.